I moved to Scotland 5 years ago. A few things had gone wrong in my old life down in Essex, and I needed out. I had a few questions I wanted to answer about myself as a musician. So as a very mature student, I auditioned for the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland in Glasgow, and I got in. Soon after I moved here, thanks to a few chance occurrences, I discovered long distance running. I never knew I could feel so free and so happy. I found the answers to some of my questions in the practice room at Music College, as you might expect.
Not too high elbow, if you don't need to have it too high.
But everything else that I needed to know about myself, I found while out running in the hills and the mountains near my new house. I'd set off for what I thought would be a straightforward training run, and the people that I'd meet along the way and the things that would happen would give me ideas for stories. These I could then set to music. To celebrate another birthday and my 5th anniversary of living in Scotland, I planned a big run. One morning, I waved goodbye to my dog and set off along my usual path, past all my normal training haunts, the 5k turn, the 10k tree, and the 5-mile turn. I then headed up Coult Bray to pick up the West Highland Way at one of my favourite sections at the Carbeth Road crossing. These are absolutely lovely. They're really good. Oh dear, look at my hair. Where I would get my first view of my destination. My friend would meet me at the Ben Lomond car park, share the last bit of the journey with me and give me a lift home. I'd met Angela in last place at my first ever half marathon, when she waited and took my hand so I didn't finish alone. I ran past Dumgoy, past the Honesty Box at Gartness, and then along the road to Drimmen to start the long drag up Conic Hill. It should have been a really straightforward day. Sore feet, tired legs for sure, but hopefully it would be a great way to celebrate with my friend. But along the way, a few things didn't quite go to plan. I'd underestimated the distance by about 3 miles, and then my old friend Asthma showed up to the party uninvited. On the side of Conic Hill, things unravelled.
Every race I've done this year has just been a disaster. I've cancelled so much stuff from being ill. I'll try not to get upset about it.
I text Angela. She agreed to meet me a little bit earlier in Balmaha, drive me the 7 miles to Rowadennan, and then we'd carry on up Ben Lomond as planned. I waited in the oak tree, staring forlornly into my coffee. A hug and the sight of 2 bouncy dogs soon chased away the feelings of failure. Now I could concentrate on enjoying the rest of the day. It had been pretty grey all morning, and I pulled on my waterproofs when the rain came as I was coming down Conic Hill, but now the weather was just getting better and better. I'm severely asthmatic, and I'd been pretty overweight as a child.
Oh yeah, there's a cow up there, isn't there?
I also have an ankle that's held together with metal thanks to a climbing accident at university the first time round.
Gosh, the sun is just amazing.
It was therefore no surprise. I'm pretty rubbish at running.
Coffee, but,
What was a surprise was that I really enjoyed my training and the new focus that it brought to my life.
sort of forget sometimes how a bit of caffeine will...
People had always assumed the heart was my passion, but if it was, it had been a pretty negative, all-consuming, addictive, unhealthy kind of passion.
Willow, you look so beautiful. That sun catching your fur.
Running asked nothing of me other than just to keep showing up. Instead, it gave and it gave and it gave, in a way the heart never had. Thanks to running, I'd learned what being really passionate about something could feel like. And the joy and the excitement and love I now have for running and being in the hills directly translates to my music. The sun was just going down. It was really cold, but there was no wind. The lights of Glasgow glittered away in the south. The timing was absolutely perfect.
I've never seen a ptarmigan before.
If things had gone to plan earlier in the day, if I'd managed to run more, or gone any quicker, or done anything different at any point, we'd have missed this moment.
My film should just be an unexpected sunset. God, timing it just fucking right. Almost one of those bucket list kind of things, isn't it? It looks like we might have
I'd brought some whiskey up with me to celebrate, left over from my last race. We reminisced a little about our friendship, about what had brought us together, and some of our favourite memories since that day. I wonder what the next 5 years will bring. Come on then. Where's Mummy? Where's Mummy?